Welcome to the first video of Tristin TikTok, not video, live stream, of course. We are gonna be talking about tech stuff and stuff like that. We have a couple things to talk about today. First on the agenda will probably be about iOS and macOS 26. I'm just seeing if it's working well. Yeah, it's running good. Yeah, we'll head over to Mr. Macintosh's website because I typed it in wrong. He has like all the Mac information and stuff, and then we'll get into more of iOS later on. I don't know how long this first one will be, but we're just here to have a good time. So we're just gonna be looking at this stuff. First, we will look at Tahoe. If we can scroll down, we'll go to September 2025 here. So macOS 26 Tahoe is here. Sorry, looking at some. Apple released macOS 26 to the public, which will be final Intel release for macOS. So after macOS 26, no more updates for Mac, Intel Macs. You'd have to get Apple Silicon or better. So this was just updated today, as like it was just released. Everything was changed to 26, as we can tell. Last year's macOS was 15, with iOS being iOS being 18, Watch being 2, I think. I'm not sure. Whatever. Everything is now 26. So watchOS 26, iOS 26, iPadOS 26, macOS 26. Everything is going to be called by the year. So this will be 26. So even like the app versions are 26. You don't have to update, and we'll talk more into unsupported Macs later on. Just like now, OpenCore Legacy Patcher, it is not compatible yet with OpenCore, so you cannot install it right now. It's not recommended for you to install it. And first, we'll talk about the full update release list. Tahoe 26.0, Sequoia 15.7, Sonoma 14.8, Safari 26, Xcode 26, command line tools for Xcode. Like I was talking about, all these like other stuff. iOS, iPadOS 26 came out today. 18.7 update came out today. I guess this also came out today. 16.7.12. iOS 15.8.5 had an update. also, I'm guessing. I don't know. I'll look forward to that. Um, so, we will go to the features page for macOS Tahoe, which is on the Apple website, because we have a lot of stuff, coming. Um, that's already out now. We have liquid glass. That's a new feature for all of, the like versions, so iOS, macOS, iPadOS, watchOS, visionOS. Everything is liquid glass, and one thing I feel that people have mentioned is it looks more like Windows 7's and Windows Vista's Aero when it came out, and I can see that a little bit, not much, but yeah, we got a beautiful design, liquid glass, beautiful, all that. Um, we have the phone app, which is implicated into macOS now. It'll kind of be like FaceTime. FaceTime is still an app on here, but phone you can access like all your call logs and stuff just like you can on your iPhone. And also live activities. So like if you order something from food like Grubhub or Uber Eats, that will show up on your Mac and like it'll show how much time like it'll take to show up. And then we have a better Spotlight app update. So we can update, like not update, we can send messages to like whoever you want to. So like right here, let's meet at the studio. You could send that to whoever you want without going to iMessage or messages and just sending it. And then we have like more Apple Intelligence features, which no one really uses, but okay. Um, and that's kind of like it for most of the highlights. Um, we have the design, so like widgets, they're more glassy also, and stuff like that. And it looks like fluid. Um, a beautiful new design. Um, time is glassy. Icons are glassy. We have a personal. We can actually personalize the control center now. I don't have the control center because I'm on macOS Mojave, but the control center, it can be redesigned now. Um, get more places done. So Apple Intelligence and all that, those features, that's basically just the same. Um, everything same. Live activities on Mac, new phone app, manage unwanted calls, which you can do that on iOS now. Stay productive on hold. Biggest Spotlight update. Oh yeah, um, Launchpad, like what we have right here, that's replaced by applications, which is supposed to be a faster way to access your apps. I don't really know about that, but if whenever like I see a video on it, we'll see. Um, also the compatibility stuff. Um, MacBook Air with Apple Silicon, you need like obviously 2020 or later, and 2020 or later for Apple Silicon with MacBook Pro. We don't have any like Intel stuff besides I think the Mac Pro. I think the Mac Pro 2019. I think that's an Intel one. Um, but these two also. These are Intel, and like I was talking about earlier, macOS Tahoe will be the final release for Intel devices. So like Intel MacBook Air, Intel MacBook Pro, possibly the 2019 Mac Pro, that will be the final release. And that's pretty much it for macOS. We, as we were seeing like in WWDC 25 earlier this year in June, it it looked really good. Onto iOS now. Now this I was actually able to try firsthand because I have an iPhone 15 right here. Um, so I was able to try this firsthand after the WWDC 25 event, and in my experience, it ran okay. It ran like oh, like pretty good. It wasn't faster than iOS 18 because like obviously it was a developer beta. Some apps didn't work. There was obviously some bugs, but they got fixed over time. Um, One of those things is the animated wallpaper in iOS 26. So if you have like Apple Music or something like that, um, you will have this animated lock screen on certain songs that have like a video, and that is like that's a really good feature. I feel like that was really good. Um, we have live translation in messages, FaceTime, and phone, which is really good. Um, Eliminate distractions with new screening tools. So, like, if you're on wait time with like someone or something, you could end that like call or something like that, and they'll call you back. It's weird. I haven't tried that out yet, but it seems like a good feature. CarPlay was updated also, which is supposed to look more like iOS 26. Design, whole new element of light, which is good. A new design with liquid glass, all that stuff. Um, AirPods has live translation also. Um, yeah, not much. We also have AutoMix. Also, I'm not sure if lyrics translation is like available to everyone. I'm not sure. I think it is. Just not sure. New games app and stuff like that. That's pretty much it for iPhones. Um, we'll talk all about the iPhone 17s also. We'll just click on that now. Um, Available September 19th. We'll go through them. So we'll just click right here. Um, the iPhone 17 Pro. Let's talk about that real fast. I kind of feel like it's pointless a little bit. I mean, I get why they switched it from to titanium to aluminum again. It's like um, not have it overheat as much as like the previous 16 Pro and Pro Max and 15 Pro and Pro Max. Um, this more looks like the Google Pixels like camera layout. So we'll just show you that Google Pixel 10 looks like doesn't it looks a little similar. Looks a little bit similar. And also 1099 for just the 17 Pro, whereas last year the 16 Pro was like 999, and the reason why that was changed is because of the iPhone Air. iPhone Air is the slimmest iPhone ever, apparently to Apple. Super thin. You will need a battery pack for better better battery life. Yeah, this is what the like phone looks like and stuff. Phone looks pretty good. It only has one camera, which doesn't really matter much. Also, um, yeah, we can compare iPhone cameras. So we'll like check out the 15. You can't even check out the 15 Pro on here. Um, it has the A19 Pro chip, which is good also, and yeah. I think the regular 16 dropped down to $5.99. I know it's $6.99. Which is like I'm guessing regular price. I don't remember what it was. Um, yeah. Also, you don't really need a Pro model iPhone for ProMotion 120 hertz. That's built into the iPhone 17 base model now. And we'll go through that. Brighter display with ProMotion 120 hertz. Design. It it's 6.3 inches now. Um, Bigger than the iPhone 16, but like the actual like phone itself looks more like the 16. There's nothing really different with it besides the A19 Pro. It's supposed to have better, like, I don't know why it does that. Um, yeah, these are the 17s. Um, for the Air model, they only call it the iPhone Air, so I'm not sure if they'll call it the iPhone Air 2 next year or what they're gonna call it. Let's go back to macOS 26 if we can. Um, if I can find it. No. We'll just close these out. We'll go to OpenCore Legacy Patcher. Um, so let me explain what OpenCore Legacy Patcher is a little bit if you don't know. If you do know, just don't really listen. Um, OpenCore Legacy Patcher is a app you can use on like older MacBooks to install like higher up OSs. So for me, I can only go up to macOS Monterey, which it will show here in a second. macOS 12, macOS Monterey 12.7.4. Yeah, um, that's basically the highest version I can go. But with this application, I can create a installer with the EFI, OpenCore EFI, and I can run like Sonoma or Ventura or Sequoia on my MacBook. Now, the only MacBooks that have trouble running this is obviously the T2. And we'll click more information here. Scroll down. Um, the current biggest issue like they're facing with the MacBook 8X, which is the 2018-2019 series, is the T2 chip's lack of communication booted through OpenCore package. Whenever it happens, like whenever it boots up through OpenCore package, the Apple Key Store.txt panics due to timeouts with the T2 chip. So they are working on that for macOS Tahoe because there's not really many Intel MacBooks that are supported besides the MacBook Pro. And so, yeah, um, non-functional features, iPhone mirroring requires T2, and Apple Intelligence requires Apple Silicon because that's where it has the NPU. I don't know what that is, so I'll do more really research on my part on that. macOS Sonoma, you're able to run all of these on um, not Ventura, Sonoma with OpenCore Legacy Patcher, and for non-metal MacBooks, so 20 like 2008 like 2011 2012, can't really get any like graphics acceleration on here. So that's kind of like not great. And whereas on like Legacy Metal, which is what I have because I have a 2015 MacBook Pro, it runs just a little bit better. And yeah, this is a mid 2015 MacBook Pro. You see how that it has like graphics acceleration and stuff. And that's where like it runs at. macOS Tahoe won't be supported until like a while, until like they're done. So that who knows how long that'll be. They're hoping for winter, and that's the whole plan for right now is winter 2025. If that if we don't see that, I mean that's fine because they are like working hard with this. Then I guess so. It's fine. Um, we'll talk more on here. We'll go to just here, look at some stuff. Um, let's go here. WatchOS 26 lands. Smarter sleep and friendlier workouts. Um, yeah, we'll look at this article. I don't think it'll really tell us much. So let's see. I do see that like the screen is like stretched out. I am sorry for that. I can't really fix it on this Mac. So that's not loading up. So we'll just read over Macintosh's stuff. Um, if he doesn't really talk about. Oh yeah, he does. We'll just click iOS. Um, really, 2019. So not much that he talks about of iOS. So we'll go to beta profiles, which is a good like a good Twitter page that I look at for iOS. He talks a lot about it. We'll click right here. Just this is his form. Um, so what's new with like our iOS 26 RC? Um, if you have like a compatible case, like Apple's official cases, um, it will like detect what case you have and it'll like make it what color it is, which is very cool. I don't know how it works like that. I don't really know. Yeah. Um, all of these like updates, beta 7, 8, 9, when these all came out, they were just bug fixes. 9 and 8 were just bug fixes, really. iOS, not iOS 26 beta 7 was basically the last update much to get ready for release candidate that next week. We will get the 26.1 beta 1 soon. I'm not sure when. That'll probably be in like mid-September, late September. Um, yeah, iOS 18, not really much with it because that's reaching the end of its iOS 18 updates. Um, yeah, there's not really much talk about with iOS 26. Um, there will switch to like Windows right now actually. Um, Windows 10. Windows 10 is gonna have support cut off October 14th, 2025. Um, I've used this operating system a lot when I was younger. Um, it's a it's a great operating system. Um, Sucks like to see it get out of support, but we have Windows 11, which is like deep, like really bloated and stuff. Um, yeah. Um, so when I was trying out like the iOS 26 beta on my 15, what I really noticed a lot was battery. The battery was kind of worse on 26 than on 18. I feel like only because it was a beta and like right after the update it uses like a lot of battery because it's getting used to all the new like features and stuff. And um, also if you want to become like an Apple developer, um, beta tester or anything, just go to the Apple developer website. I'll show you this right now because I did it very easily. Um, when they released developer beta 1, um, you scroll down, you just go to here, and then like you sign up, which is what I did. I can install iOS 26 now, but I'm gonna wait a little bit until like 26.1 and see how it is. Um, what else to talk about? Also, if you want to like comment some stuff to talk about, that's fine also. Um, Open Core Legacy Patcher, um, it's not supporting macOS Tahoe until like a while. Um, the developers even said that. We'll go to like the Open Core Legacy Patcher Reddit. Um, we'll just click here because it will be easier to just click right there. Mr. Macintosh blog posted this 6 hours ago. Um, Also pinned it. Mac Tahoe 26, which is 25A 3554, which is not compatible by OpenCore Legacy Patcher yet. They need to make OCLP version 3 before, because they do like the point 1 at the end is like for small bugs and stuff like um, I don't even know, like small updates. Um, the 4 like 4 in the middle is like for 15.7, 15.6, 15.5, and others, or 26.1, 26.2, and then like the top one, which is 2, that's like the next version up. So Open Core Legacy Patch will end at like version 3 point something whenever Tahoe is out of support. We don't have any status on 15.7 or 14.8 as they just released, so they might not be supported by OpenCore yet. Um, yeah, right here, a lot of people wanted to like install it early and stuff, and yeah, um, a lot of people wanted to install it early, so Mr. Macintosh needed to make a post saying like, don't install it on your old MacBook, as it could like break your system and stuff. Um, yeah. Well, let's talk also about Android 15 because they released Android 15 beta. Um, I could I try it. Oh no, I would need a Google Pixel, which I don't have. But yeah, the 15 just released, I think, or not Android 15, Android 16 actually. My bad. Um, Android 16 first beta. We'll talk about it. I don't really know much about it either. Android adaptive apps. Okay. Camera media updates. Okay. Um, I don't like most of the stuff is like for like developing stuff, I guess. Um, yeah. I think that's like all to talk about now. Um, I don't really know like what else to talk about because there hasn't really been enough like updates and stuff. So that might be it. I am currently looking at like more stuff to like possibly look at. Yeah. Um, beta profiles. We'll look at like more of the features. So for battery, we have a redesigned battery section, new low power mode pop up, which like looks different now. Um, adaptive power mode, which is only on the 15 Pro or later, which is supposed to like show like full like estimated time more. Which is like really good. It even shows up like on other phones, but I'm not sure like what adaptive power is. Oh, okay. Like when your battery usage is like higher than usual, iPhone can extend your battery life by making performance adjustments. Okay, that is cool. Um, faster QI, like quick charging and stuff. Um, yeah, iOS 26 is out now. These are like new features and messages. Also, we have customizable backgrounds, Apple Cache and group chat, message filtering, live translation, tapbacks and messages, stuff like that. Um, which is good. Um, these are the um, compatible phones. So you will need an A18 or A13 Bionic CPU or better, which is what the iPhone SE second generation or later has. So you can go up from second gen SE up. So 11 Pro, 11, 11 Pro Max, all of those are supported. Next year, the iPhone 11 will be unsupported and like will just keeps going on. These are new features in Apple Music, lyrics pronunciation, pinned favorite songs, albums, playlists. Replay is built into the app. We have lyrics translation, full screen animated album art on lock screen, iPhone as microphone, which I have not tested that. I didn't even know that was a feature until now. Um, that's new in Apple Music. For AirPods, easily update beta firmware, live translation, which is only available for AirPods 4, um, ANC, AirPods Pro 2 or 3. Um, pause audio when sleep requires the H2 chip, even with enhanced voice quality and studio quality recording and camera remote, and then charging notifications. So most of these require the H2 chip that Apple made recently. Um, what's else? Let's scroll down. This is the RC. That's the iPhone Air. Oh yeah. So like compatible apps. The keyboard like looks more rounded and stuff. And then these are like uncompatible apps. So like apps are not like compatible yet. Every app should be compatible with it soon. We scroll down. Not like not much really happened. Siri and Apple Intelligence was getting a really big overhaul this year. Um, accidentally activated Siri on my phone. Um, the deeper app integrity. I cannot say it. Personal context, on-screen awareness, LLM, Siri, um, considering Gemini for next gen, virtual redesign, and like yeah, all that. So like even though there wasn't like much new like stuff in iOS 26, they did include a lot of features built into like apps like messages, Apple Music and stuff. Um, yeah. We had a little bit of issues with liquid glass. As like they changed it to like frosted glass. In beta 3, which was like very weird. I don't know why. Um, yeah, that is basically it. Um, not really much to talk about now. I could show you how like to install Mac, like update Mac OS, but I'll make a video on that um soon later on. Um, yeah, there's not really much now. Um, I think that'll be it for today's tech talk. Um, I will try to do this daily. I'm not sure when. I'll probably do it weekly or something like that. Um, yeah. Um, thank you for watching. If you stayed, this was really fun, and I'm hoping more people do end up watching at some point, because this was like really fun. Um, I will bring out updates more often on my TikTok, which is Tristin Moss 0 also, if you want to go watch my videos over there. Um, yeah, that's all I have for tonight. It was not that long of a stream, but it was really good. So, that's it for me. I'll see you guys in